Happy Saturday. Yes, baby. Happy Saturday. I love you guys so much. Happy Saturday. Thank you guys for being here, like, subscribing, and being part of our soul family on a successful Saturday. It feels great. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. We got our full moon ritual coming up. So join by sending your $10.10 to any of the information in my description box down below. All right, it's early, so I'm just gonna give you guys some time to get in here. It's cold, your girl. Hey, on all that. Happy Saturday. I did put the heat on because in CT I'm freezing. So cold. So energy's energy. If it right, you got some folks mad at you. You're in your Ten of Cups. You acquired this Ten of Cups on your own. Okay, is what I hear. You have a newfound freedom within your life. The ones that get it. The ones that don't, too bad. Okay, everything that you want or need or desire or require, you already have within your life. Okay, so energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Everything you need, you already have. Some folks are mad at you because you didn't do what they want. So, I was getting downloads this morning and yesterday and for the past couple of days. If there's been any people in your life that you were friends with and they end the friendship and they decided that you weren't worthy of being their friend, or however the case may be, if it just didn't make no sense, they're realizing it didn't make no sense. A lot of these people, when they're low vibrational entities can no longer harvest anything from you, they flee. That's why it's important. And I've noticed with my soul sisters, we've been all talking about this, is that once you identify the problem, the entity, whatever the case may be, two things are going to happen. It's either going to dissipate and run away and say there's no room for me here, and or it's going to clap back, right? So I just feel like there's people that thought that it's giving me an energy that they didn't feel as though you were important or valuable in their life at some point, sometime, right? And then you take your energy back from these people. You accept it is what it is. It is what's going to be, and it's almost like they're upset with you. How dare you put your boundaries, right? We're back to that, almost a little bit of upset with you putting. But if somebody says to you, I don't want you in my life, you're not going to fight them for that. You're going to say, okay, well, and people don't have to owe you an explanation or and nor an apology. But it's feeling like these people, they tried to do it that way, and it not only was it a way that maybe possibly hurt you, but it didn't give them any closure. Oh, I'm gonna say F her, or I'm gonna say F him, and never saying why. Never saying why. So it's like these people that decided to say F you and thought that it just gave me an energy where people thought that your life was going to fall apart because they're no longer in your life, when in all actuality, in all reality, it feels like their lives are the one that's falling apart because you're not in their life. So it's like they're kind of mad at you a little bit. They're mad that how come you accepted the fate of us not being friends anymore? Well, what the hell else was I going to do? How can you accept that I ghost you and you're okay with it, and then you're like, well, I just don't want to deal with being ghosted anymore. So I'm like, why aren't you that entity, that energy within them is like furying. They need something, need your energy. They need to be fuel while you're just living your best life. Now, some of these people think you did magic to them. No, just moved on. You took your power back. See, a lot of them didn't realize that being connected to you, attached to you, was not only a blessing. We're not forcing people to see what a blessing we are in their life anymore. It's just they see it or they don't. And they also didn't want to acknowledge how much of a blessing you were in their life. So there's no black magic being done to you. You just ran across a real one and you didn't do right by them, and the divine took care of it. Boom. End of story. I love ya. So I'm just kidding. But that's really what happened. If they left you for other friendships, It's heavy friendship energy. It could be family relationships. Remember, my readings are only subjected to just love. I would say that this is only about love. So many things I got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently. Now somebody wants to come forward and tell you, ever since the first moment I spoke your name. Now somebody wants to come forward and tell you the truth. Well, see, what had happened was I had got a third party pregnant and I was afraid to. Nope, skirt, save it. You should have came forward and told the truth, and you're supposed to. Oh, well, I was dealing with some financial issues, and we've been friends for 10, 20 years. You could have just said, hey, listen, I'm dealing with something. There's no excuse as to why you treat people bad because you're going through something. And now people say F you and get mad when you say okay. And I think that's where you are collectively. Say, all right, well, you know, some people thought they could come back and spin the block whenever they felt, yeah, watch this, dog. She gonna let me, and no, and won't, and can't. Because when you elevate your life, free your mind, and you elevate things around you, you don't tolerate specific things anymore. See, that's the reason that you're growing and they haven't. Because they think that it's okay to do some things that they used to do that it's just not okay anymore. Banking on your return. You haven't returned yet. Banking on they're going to call me. Keep on banking, babe. Keep on banking. So again, a lot of these people are now because you're not in their life and you're not around them and they can't blame you for their shortcomings and they can't blame you for their downfalls. And maybe it's not you. It was never you. They can't do that anymore. Now they go as far as saying that maybe you're possibly putting magic. Listen, we're not about to waste our magic on people that already showed us that they can't, won't, and don't want to. We like who would do that. Now you may have some third party people that are committed to doing magic to try to get you back in their life. You do magic to someone, have a baby with them, and they still don't want you. That's secondhand embarrassment. Second embarrassment. You do magic to try to trap them in their life. Then you trap them with the pregnancy, whether it was intentional or not on both sides, and they still don't want to be in a relationship. They don't want you. That's pretty much what it's saying. So nothing is stopping you, collective, from being your true highest selves. And they see that. The lies didn't stop you. The slander didn't stop you. The gang stalking didn't stop you. The made up stories didn't. Nothing stopped you. These people aren't like, damn, you unstoppable or something, because you are exactly who you say you are. And life goes on. And yes, it may have hurt, but you've learned. See, you learn. I always say my new saying is either God's got it or you learn late, but you learn. Better late than never, right? Better to marry late than to marry wrong. So again, there's lots of things changing. People are saying you're changing, but you're putting your boundaries up. You're putting your standards up. You're saying, I know who I am. I exactly who I say I am. It just took me a second to catch up to it and see through the facade of what you may be trying to do or say, but it is what it is, and it is what it's going to be. And some of these people are mad at you for having boundaries. I just recently started feeling like the ones that will, you don't have to even worry about the ones that won't anymore, because the ones that will, the ones that won't, they're out of your reach. They wanted to, they would. If they wanted to, they would. If they didn't, they don't want to. And you're going to stress your heart or stress yourself about having people do stuff that they know. Like, we're not teaching people common decency anymore. Comes with the territory of knowing who you are. So people can't even be respectful enough to provide you with common decency. Then why do you need them to be in your life? You don't need to tell someone, you need to treat me like a human. That in itself is just an example of knowing they don't need to be in your life. So energy to energy, if it resonates, you're moving into this 10 of Cups life. I want to grab my tarot, my other cards up there. They're just saying, come get me, sunshine goddess. So let me grab those and then we'll get into our messages. Energy, if it resonates, it resonates. You're being rewarded by the divine. So the hell with these people that are committed to misunderstanding you. They were so committed to misunderstanding you and you said, okay. And now they're mad because they were committed to misunderstanding you. So the divine recognized you. You're also being recognized. Yes, spirit. So you're also being recognized by somebody famous, celebrity energy here. Again, I keep telling you guys that big stage energy. If you're a singer, rapper, you do something on stages, big audiences, poetry, whatever creative energy you're using, you're getting ready to move into an energy you didn't think was capable, because you have people watching you in high places that actually want to either sign you with record deals. Somebody's Christmas present from the divine, oh my gosh, they're working on Christmas presents, is actually a super blow up success that you didn't even know was coming. So shout out to my divine feminines that get up and put that shit on. Like, yeah, showing up the way you're supposed to. If you don't, well, I need you to start getting up and getting dressed. Where are you going? Nowhere, but you got to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. When I got into my motorcycle accident and I knew I was definitely not going to work and I couldn't even get out the house, I still got up and got dressed, because that made me feel like even if I wasn't going anywhere, I still felt better about myself. So maybe somebody need to hear that message. Get up and do something to make you feel better about yourself. Okay. So we got freedom. And again, what I love about this is the rainbow and the full moon. You've healed, not only healed something within you, set boundaries. This personal. This feels like this is personal towards you. Spiritual birth confirmation. This is your personal glow up that you literally, hey sis, I was gonna text you too. I'm like, I'm in the middle of the reading. That you literally freed yourself. This is really feeling the energy of a divine feminine. And again, this full moon, isn't that moon so illuminating to you guys? Even on the card, right? But again, signifying that you've changed and you've grown. Loaded flower bomb, fireflies, you take me high. Okay, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Listen, we are in a season right now. I mean, when I say seasons, because seasons come and go, they don't last. That nothing is coming. You have to be faithful, right? You're trying too hard. Give it time. Don't sit there and try to figure it out. My dog barking for confirmation at the other dogs walking by. Don't try to figure it out. Allow the divine, the collective, allow the ebb and flow of life right now. Okay, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you shared with those you love. Some people were just so stuck on materialistic things that you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. Energy to energy. If it resonates, it resonates. All right, let's get a Bible verse and get into, you got these people in their brains. They've never been able to, it's an energy of somebody trying to get over on you and they can't. It's like you're shocking people. You're shocking groups of people. Okay. The thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. My purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life. John 10:10. There you go. Confirmation. Hey, Earth Angel. Confirmation. They tried to take you down. They tried to take you out. They thought you aren't who you say you are. And Spirit's like, no, let me show ya. Uno reverse, 1010's a confirmation number, again with this energy of this newfound freedom that you're in. People are there's whispers about you. Oops. Who do they think they are? Wow, yeah, exactly who they say they are. And again, if you're just coming on here, it's a new energy coming towards you. You're being recognized. All right, Spirit, let's clarify this energy, this freedom. Let's tap into the freedom of the collective. Yeah, you're no longer in this defeat energy. You see people coming for who they are. You could see that mask from 100 miles away. It's so interesting because people will feel as though they're getting over on you and you're like, no, I see what you're trying to do. Or maybe you don't say anything. Hey, your Empress, everything, happy Saturday. Or maybe you don't say anything to them and you just kindly remove yourself. You're like, okay, well, I see that you're toxic. Or it's like the shoes. If you've ever done readings with me or if you've been here a long time, it's like the clown. The clown is standing in front of me behind the curtain and I see these big ass red shoes. And you're like, clown, I know you're behind there. And they're like, no, I'm not. You're like, the shoes. The thieves come to steal, kill, and destroy. I see you. You can't do it anymore. Some of these people want to have you conflicted in their mind. Somebody who is in the background here. See, somebody's behind the scenes. Somebody was plotting on you behind the scenes. And maybe we can get into more of who this person is. But I just feel like this is a person that is mad that you live in your true, authentic. Like, why is it that because you're authentic and true, that makes somebody mad? Because that entity within them is furious that they can't live off you or they can't feed off of you. They tried to make your life, somebody tried to make your life a living hell, and here you go living, you're like free. You're like, okay, well, next, I guess, like life, whatever. They don't like that. Their purpose was to kill, steal, and destroy whatever you had, your mental, your finance. It didn't work. It didn't happen. It didn't work. John 10:10, you were doing the work. See, you can't work on someone that's doing the work. Even with magic, regular, like, you know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you stand for. You know what you don't. You know, you're not going to just go with the crowd, because if the crowd's doing that, you're not going to do that. You're living a rich, satisfying life. Again, super energy, super high, abundant energy when it comes to finances. This is just another confirmation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody's getting ready to either run into a millionaire, becoming a million, be in the process of becoming a millionaire, or just about to get $1 million. Literally, I keep getting this $1 million energy. The confirmation for you, if this is for you, is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's not going away. So I'm not gonna, sometimes energies, I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. But this energy, it's here. It is very abundant. And it's part of you, right? I always say it's collective. Between me and my collective, we could all split $100 million. It's like 38,000 of us. We could split that. That's a good, that's like 38 million for all. We could do that. That sounds good. You know, I say, yeah, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. So again, this person thought that, they could break you, and you didn't. They thought you would try harder to please them. They thought you would try harder to fit in, and you did it. And time proved exactly who you were, right? Only thing to help us sober up when we take our license test is what, collective? Time. When you take your license test and they say, what's the easiest way to sober up? Not water, not coffee, not Motrin, although those help, a refresher if you're asking, or putting your feet in the grass if you want to know, but time. You've given enough time to prove you're exactly who you say you are with the 1010. They can't prove you're not who you say, because whatever narrative someone was trying to create about you in the background, see, I told you they were like this. They're like, dog, she's not showing us that. You're being a hater. You're trying to self-sabotage this person. They're not even the way they're not promiscuous. They're not a liar. They don't cheat. Okay. Whatever you painted them as, we don't see it. It's one person left gunning for this narrative that you are this low vibrational. It doesn't work. The stories they painted, there's no proof. Where's the receipts? They don't even have receipts. They're like, okay, well, show us the proof. They're like, well, you said she was this, and show us that people were that they were. And they go to those people. They're like, I never. People are bringing you up that don't even fucking know you. They got a story too. They just want to be part of the story. Spirits tearing their asses up, and now they're wondering why, because they lied on you, your name, your life, what you stood for. And you didn't even try to prove. I feel like you didn't even try to prove these people wrong. You said, believe it all. The good, the bad, the batshit crazy stuff, the disgust. But if it's going to make your day better, baby, believe it all. Now, you and that energy has other people in conflicts. Okay. Crows are very significant. Some of these people just really thought that you aren't who you say you are. And in due time, 1010, you are exactly who you say you are. Now that gets people a little bit scared, because they talked down on your name. They said weird shit about you too. You did weird shit. And now your life's falling apart. Like, oh, she's doing magic. No. It's not magic. It's a divine on that ass. If somebody tells you, listen, you know what I'm saying? And usually 9 times out of 10, people don't go on and be like, I'm divine. You don't mess with me. You don't be in the grocery store when someone crosses you off and be like, oh, I don't do that. I'd be careful if I was you. You may have warned them, and they just thought that, no, time is of the essence here. You showed them, and now they're mad at you because you are exactly who you are. See, I told y'all, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Spirit, clarify this time energy. Yeah, and they started having a lot of tower moments over time, and they knew. Tell me now. Something happens. Okay, something happens, and then later on you hit your toe. You're like, damn, I should have never cussed that person out. Damn, I should have never thought that. They know instantaneously when they start going through these tower moments. Sorry, guys. You guys probably could see me, but I clicked something. They know it's because of what they've done to you. Some of them, and you know what's so interesting, that there's butterflies here, so they thought that, and the butterflies are getting struck by lightning, so you got 4 people fleeing, like, I'm not fuck with them no more, I don't want no parts of that, I don't want, like, should we go apologize, can we go apologize, I don't want to deal with this, like, it's like they can't escape whatever they did for you. Look at the butterflies, they're stuck on the mountain, look at, they're trying to fly away, the lightning is like, get your ass back over here. Nope, nope, nope. No, they're trying to run away from everything that they try to do to you. No, it's not happening that way. Okay? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you want some. Some people are hiding resources, financial things away from you. Look at this girl. This girl's like, it's either me or my food supply. Some people even tried as hard as to make it where you weren't even be able to eat. Like, is that serious to want to ruin someone's life, that you're trying to discredit them and have them starve? Is it that serious? Was it that serious? Somebody's paying too much attention to you. That's the problem. Damn. Get your own shit. Why you writing mine? You know what I'm saying? Spirit, clarify this. When you pass away from the world, you take nothing with you but your soul. Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Some of these people want to harness your sexual energy. It's like you may have turned someone down, and they, like, God forbid you didn't like someone or didn't talk to them the way they wanted to. She thinks she's all that. I'm gonna ruin her life. I'm gonna ruin their life. Like, chill out, bro. I don't like you. That's it. Period. Done. It's over. They feel so rejected. By you rejecting these people, they feel like, who are you to reject me? I'm coming to kill, steal, and destroy. And guess what ended up happening to them? They started getting killed, stealed, and destroyed. These people don't want to fuck with you. They know better. My nose is running, heavy downloads, guys. These people don't want to fuck with you. They know. People try to come into your life in this player ass energy and play these games. Oh, I want to be with you, a relationship connection. You didn't fall for it. That's causing tower moments. Those entities that are attached to that person, they needed you. They needed that. Jezebel energy said, yes, I've got them. 1111 facade. I'm going to pretend like I like them. I'm going to sleep with them. Or maybe somebody will sleep with you, pretend like they like you, and then now they're serving lots of karma. You can't get it up, can you? No. That's what happens when you play with the earth angel. You play with an earth angel on an intimate level, sexual energy, then you won't have none no more. It says, or let's don't wait till the water runs dry. Yeah. Super tired moments. You want to play promiscuous? Okay, well, now you can't be promiscuous. Some of these people's they're not that some of these people's karma is you using that wand a little bit too much. You can't use it no more. You're not potent. It's a divine stopping you in your tracks. You're creating children. You're creating broken families, children, and homes, and it's not working that way. It's not going to work that way anymore, is what I hear. All right. You're in a committed relationship where you're sleeping with prostitutes. You're just not going to be able to get up for nobody now. How about that? It's working in your favor, collective. It's really working in your favor. And the fact that these people really think that they paid too much attention to you, because if they paid attention to you, they realize that nobody's going to waste their magic on you. Spirit, clarify this 5 of Swords, this lying, deceitful energy that's around the collective. Yeah, look, it's no rest for the wicked. Boaz did not get any rest until he made it right with Ruth. Swords, thoughts, actions. These people, they think a lot about the things that they've done. It's like they're convicted. Somebody feels convicted. I should have been a better person. Tower moment. Damn. It's because they're realizing that I should have treated them better. I should have said nicer things. I shouldn't have acted like that. I shouldn't have gave them my ass a kiss. I shouldn't have turned my back on them. This a big one. I shouldn't have jumped on the bandwagon. 1414 in the chat. I shouldn't have jumped on the bandwagon. I should have got to know Sunshine Goddess Collective for myself and saw who they were. But I decided at the time I want to join in on the bandwagon and have my own stories and lie and facade and everything. And now experiencing, Spirit, clarify them experiencing these tower moments, juggling. There's results coming out. People are going to jail over this. All they had to do was do right by an earth angel. Spirit, clarify this 2 of Pentacles energy. Yeah, the 9 of Cups. Some of these people wish to run into a person like you with this full card, and this is how they treat the 299299. This is what they do. 929 just passed. This is what they do. God's like, you asked for this person and this is what you do. Spirit, clarify this full card. All right, adios, amigos. It's like you came in, you said hi, you prayed for me. Friendship, job, relationship, hey. And they're like, no, get out. We don't want that. You're like, what? The divine's like, huh? They're like, all right, adios. We're out. Energy's energy. They're like, go. Now these people are like, Dad, they were so nice. They were so caring. It's the way you were with people on an emotional level, the intimacy that you have with them. Again, we have love and intimate again here. The way you were intimate with you focused on these people's lives and details in little ways that other people didn't. Like Sunshine Goddess Collective would have knew it was my birthday. Here, all your new friends just sitting around. Nobody's giving you a balloon, a thought, a sending a text message. But those are the same friends you dissed your longtime friend for. Dang, ever since I walked away from Sunshine Goddess Collective, my money hasn't been right. I can't form new relationships. Just tower moments. I thought, after 5 or 6 months of not being around this person, things will get better. No, it's you. It's you. Energy's energy. It's you. They're realizing that it's them. Spirit, clarify this Page of Pentacles and their earthly matters. The King of Cups. Okay, so somebody's having a hard time financially taking care of their children. Because of the way they've dealt with you, because they try to create. So if you have kids with someone and they went their hardest and tried their hardest to create instability for you, that they're having a hard time with their emotions. It's like, okay, the divine's like, all right, well, you don't want to help her, fine. You don't got to. We got you. There's an instability within them that, like, they get up, they look in the mirror, they're like, I should be with my kids. Why did I do this? Spirit, clarify this King of Cups energy. They're trying to manifest some type of relationship with you, this change. They want to change. Again, when it comes to finances, people are starting to realize that your energy is connected to their finances some way, somehow. It's like, all right, I notice that when I'm in good spaces with Sunshine Goddess Collective, my money flows, my manifestations. But when I'm in bad spaces, things just seem to go wrong. That's a classic sign. There's an entity. We're not charging these people as human beings. We're charging their entities. Whatever's attached to them that tried to attach to you, that is pissed. That's what's after you, is that entity. It's not really the person. It's they're being used. Spirit, clarify this Knight of Wands, this player energy that tried to come into my collective. King of Swords, the stars. It's not working the way that they wanted to. I told you. It's not. So this person, this King of Swords, could have been dealing with 2 or 3 people while dealing with you. And now they just doesn't work. Just getting itchies all over because I'm getting lots of downloads. But it's like, even when they try to self-pleasure, it doesn't work. Somebody needs to close a cycle with someone. Thank you, phone, for confirmation, and speak their truth and move on. You know what I feel as though this King of Swords energy, very reckless with their sexual energy, and they haven't learned, or they're learning with this Star card and this King of Swords. It just, there's 2 kids here as well, so they may have had children out of being promiscuous, and that's what's affecting their finances, and maybe them having kids with other people. They weren't able to come forward, and now that's a tower moment. Like maybe they were dealing with a third party and they were trying to get out of it, and somebody ended up getting pregnant, and now that the divine's like, nah, we wasn't gonna let you go for it anyway. You wasn't learning. And all right, in a week I'm gonna stop doing this. And it was a 1 day, 1 week, $1 short, a day and $1 short, and they're regretting it. That is for when I say that is for 3% of people in here. There is no pregnancy here, okay? There's 3%. I'm picking it up. It's very, very faintly small. That's just that stopping that person from coming back and giving you the love offer that they always wanted to. When I say it's 22 of y'all, I only think 2 people this resonates for in here, okay? So very, very small percentage. Spirit, clarify this healing energy with these people. They know who, oh, okay. They know who you are. Oh, okay. Because even truck looks like salt till you taste it. Well, they taste it, and you are exactly who you say you are. I'm gonna clarify this double card for y'all. I'm gonna clarify them thinking they knew. Ooh, look at Spirit said that close. Because look at they out here looking like this because they thought they knew. They thought they knew who you was. Hierophant, you're exactly who you say you are. Sun card, you bring the light. You are the light. Temperance, because you work on yourself. Nine of Pentacles, they see your glow up. They see you getting everything that you want. And what do they feel? Judge, because they're dealing with this low vibrational entity that got them like this out of your life. Energy's energy. If it so the thief that came to kill, steal, and destroy didn't even get in your house, went next door to theirs. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. And now they're upset about it while you have this new beginning in your life. Empress energy, the Hermit card. Okay, there is a new beginning. If this is not a physical pregnancy, now I'm picking up the pregnancy. It is a birthing new beginnings, a whole new world. Okay, a whole new world, a whole new life. And here you are, collective, and this full moon. This full moon's lit. All right, I knew that's why I already started join my full moon. This another full moon, high vibing energy. I feel it. It's here. Okay, again, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. If you got to be by yourself, okay, so what? So what? So what? You got to be by yourself. Wow. Okay. Well, you'll be by yourself while you're birthing new beginnings and birthing this $1 million. Okay. Maybe you got pregnant by someone 3%. They thought, oh, they're never going to make it if I leave them. And that was a wrong thing for them to think, because you don't get paid to think. You're showing them that you don't need them. Okay. You could leave me for dead, but it didn't die. People say if you and get mad when you say, okay. They're realizing you don't give a damn no more. You don't care. You're doing what's best for you and your life. And it's through the proof is in the pudding. Because here you are in this high abundant energy, and they're over there reading text messages when they said, oh, get out of my life. I don't want to be around you anymore. And they don't even want to give you a fucking explanation of nothing. Not that they owe you one, but it was very subtle that these people moved out of your life. Very subtle. Things started changing. Why? Because they were in their own head. Very immature energy. Somebody realizing how damn immature they were, the way they talked, think, acted. And if this is someone you've never slept with, they're like, damn, if I would have been able to sleep with them, I would. No, you wouldn't have. You didn't. You don't. And celibate till you know it's real, ladies. Masculines. Celibate till you know it's real. Because these entities are after your purity, your innocence. That's what they want. Yeah, they want an equal exchange. You give me some of your positivity. Divine's like, hell no, it's not going to work that way. Not as words. You run up out of there. See, you know better. You see the facade. You see through people like a glass house. You're like, all right, well, you're toxic. I'm out of here. And they didn't expect that. Somebody rides motorcycles. Hey, shout out to my MCs out there. Okay, I got some MCs in here, not as words, but you're like, I'm out. I'm gone. I was dreaming I was riding a motorcycle last night. I was like, I have this motorcycle. I think because I was looking up things about bikes before I went to bed. But again, that's so interesting. The dream came back. If you could remember it, it's a message. It's a message. Somebody, bottoms up, red bottom shoes are significant. Listen, crows are really significant. And I don't think in a negative way. I just think it's ascension. It's royalty. It's giving you've ascended, and you're in a different dimension. It's a huge shift happening, and you're shifting, and people are watching you shift. And they're like, I want to go. But what do we say? You can't take everyone with you. Okay, crows, magic, mystery, transformation. A message from the universe associated with ancestral wisdom and intuition. Yeah, because my ancestors told me so. I've been hearing that since yesterday, last night. They kept saying, because your ancestors told you so. Why'd you do that? Why'd you make that move? Because my ancestors told me so. And I don't have to explain it, because they're saving me from something that I don't know about with the 10 of Swords. 10, 10, 10 confirmation. Your ancestors are saving you. Your own discernment save you. And these low vibrational people, entities, they can't fuck with you. Literally, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They can't. Energy's energy. If it resonates. We're getting new ideas. Some of you may be getting new business ideas, things you've never thought you've even like, I would do that. No, but you're also getting connected to, don't be afraid to meet the new now. You're stepping into the new, there are new ideas, you're birthing new beginnings, something about literature. Maybe you want to read a book, take these leaps of faith. It's exactly what you need. Although you may not be able to see it, but faith is believing where your eyes can't see and your hands can't touch, but knowing wholeheartedly that my purpose is to give them a rich and satisfying life. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the transformation. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. The Two of Swords. Okay. Somebody's fighting over your success. Why are people fighting over your success? Because she's exactly who she says she is. With the seven, and you keep what I love about this is your eyes out here 10 toes down. You're standing behind your truth, you're standing in your authenticity, and you're saying this is what it is, or this isn't what it's going to be. That you being on your creating these boundaries is causing conflicts amongst those that didn't believe you are who you say you are. Energy is energy. If it resonates, it resonates. It is what it is. It is what it's going to be. Yeah, Nine of Wands. There you go. Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. You're staying true. They even try to maybe gaslight you. You're like, no. People will probably try to be like, that. I don't know what you're talking about. You're like, I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Play dumb, play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. And they thought that because they tried to make you deny or doubt whatever was happening or what they were saying was saying, that you were gonna still, no, you stood your 10 toes down, and you saying 10 toes down caused them to be conflicting. People are fighting amongst each other. Remember those 4 people, now they're fighting with that 5th person. You're just jealous. That's what I hear. Someone keeps, you're just hating. You're being jealous. They don't want to be with you. They don't want to deal with you. That person, you ruined that friendship. Like, leave them alone. Somebody's standing up for you. Spirit, clarify this energy of somebody standing up for the collective. Yes, because this is what I wanted to know. Leo energy. Yes, somebody's like, leave that person alone. They are living life be lifing. Why are you even bothering them? Like, somebody's like, you guys were this bored. Whoever decided that you were what they wanted you to be and you weren't, they're proven wrong. They're like, you're wrong. Leave it alone. Just leave it. You're wrong. You have no proof. We've given you enough time to prove that this person didn't want nothing to do with you and a relationship and a connection. Leave them alone. Somebody's telling this person, like, you don't see how much your life went downhill ever since you started bothering them, but why, since we've done all this, like, nothing good has come in our life since we've started hurting this person and doing these things. And can we leave? Somebody's like, can we leave them alone? I'm tired of going through this shit. I'm tired of it. The crows are significant. Some of these people are afraid of even being unalived by the divine because of how much stuff they've done to you. Said, like, they're like, these people look over their shoulder. Life isn't the way they wanted it to be when they were with you. They thought you was doing magic. No. Nobody's doing magic. The divine's tearing that ass up. That's the magic. The magic is you let this low vibrational entity control your life, and you're reaping what's happening with this Ace of Pentacles. Some of these people, listen, and I've been getting this download all week. Spirit, clarify this Ace of Pentacles. Exactly what I thought. Okay, we got the 3 of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles. They can't even get enough money up to get their finances. Some of these people will never be able to move out and live on their own. Is what I hear. Why? Because they try to fuck with your money. Calling your jobs and shit. Like, doing all types of weird shit. Spirit, clarify this Devil card, this 2 of Cups. You whoop-de-doo. You said I don't want to be with you. Whoop-de-doo. You're following your intuition. 222 significant. So that's what this comes down to, is you didn't give someone a chance in a relationship or a connection, or you didn't want to be with them, or you didn't want to sleep with them, or whatever the case may be. And they said, well, I'm going to ruin their life. They started the smear campaign. You stayed true to you. You knew what you were about. You knew authentic. I'm feeling like this went on between 2 to 4 years. 2 to 4 years. Gang saw gaslighting. And you just kept going. You just kept pressing forward. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, 8 of Wands. You just kept pressing forward. You knew that the divine's going to have for you whatever you needed in due time. It would be there. right? You didn't go and try to fight against these people. Some of these people's main goal was to break up your family life. While the divine's like, all right, well, I'm just going to go. Now they try to have a relationship connection. Now they don't have a family life. Somebody's getting a divorce because of what they've done to you. Death and rebirth. Energy's energy. If it resonates, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. I don't know. They thought that they could ruin your relationship and then turn around and have a magnificent love life. No. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Now the divine's good. Now they have to watch you be in a kingdom relationship connection because they decided they want to throw this relationship connection away. God's like, all right, good, bad. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. The divine doesn't play about you. They thought that, and there's orbs in my room. They thought that because that they ruined what you had, that you would never get it. Nope, you're going to be hopeless romantic. You'll never have love. You'll be out here being desperate. Did they send people? They sent about a few people your way to try to deter you off your path. Who? Low vibrational entities. When I say they, lower, the dark forces, lower vibrational people. I don't have a specific name. I don't have a specific group. I don't have a gender. These lower vibrational dark forces that are after chosen ones, earth angels, whatever you want to call it, star seeds, that is who's after you. Now they're being used by people that may have a name, right? But we're not specifically naming people, or we're just saying these low vibrational forces that knew that if you got divine love in your life, thank you, phone, for clarifying how unstoppable you really would become. If they knew if you got divine love in your life, how unstoppable you would become. So what they tried to do, have you doubt your self-worth. Some of these people said things to you that knew they weren't true. They just had to get into your mind, and it didn't work that way because you said sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I don't care. 1010 again. Yeah, I know I have a lot of issues with, I feel like my sister's being used by demonic forces. She will send me pages and like, girl, you don't got nothing to do but fucking send me pages and pages of low vibrational things to me. Like, damn, you don't got nothing else to do? Like, pages? Like, I'm not reading all that shit anyway because I skim it and it's every other word's a cuss. No. Any woman that I've ever had low vibrational encounters with, they've never said these things to my face. No. Always through a text message, but they try to get in your mind. These people that were being used by the enemy, the main goal was if I can get in their mind and make them feel less than, or somehow change the way they view themselves, they'll be one up. But it didn't work that way because you know who you are. You don't need anyone to validate who you are. You follow your divine, your intuition, your discernment. You know who you are. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Energy's energy. If it read, and while they're all like this, there's no rest for the wicked. I don't know how many decks I have to use to clarify that these people are really up shit's creek without a paddle. They don't know what to do. They try to come in and still kill and destroy, being used by an entity, and you're having a rich, satisfying life. They don't know what to do. What do they want to do, Spirit? Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Some of these people think that if they come in and they thank you, phone, for clarifying. If they come in your life and they make peace with you, don't be surprised if people start giving you shit, buying you shit, doing shit for you. Those are people that were talking shit about you behind your back. Yeah. If I just come in, like, be better, be nicer, do this, do that, maybe I won't have no karma. What do I got to do? People don't know what to do. They're like, we knew what to do to get in this energy. How the hell do we get ourselves out of this? Like, what do we got to do? They're wondering, what do we got to do? Queen of Swords, Temperance. Be truthful. Honor your truth and apologize. Some of these people are coming back to give you an apology from the past. Some of these people feel bogged down by this energy of your happiness. We're not judging. You're happy. They want to be part of it. I guess when they were part of your life, they were more stable. But now that they're not, somebody feels heartbroken. Clarify this heartbreak. Yeah, they want to heal something within you. See the Star card? they still feel connected to you, but it's like it's an energetically they feel when they okay, so at one point in life when they were on good terms with you, when they thought you couldn't see them or maybe you didn't see them, your energy connected to them, right? Hold on. The happiness, they don't feel that anymore, but you're healing and you still feel happy. Like, how are you so happy after all these things they've done to you? Like, how dare you? See the thumbnail, like, how dare you? 4422. How dare you? They're heartbroken over this. They're stuck in this heartbreak energy where you're just moving forward. Okay, energy's energy if it resonates and you're moving forward. That's the issue. Justice is served. I love you guys so much. Sunshine Gosh Crew 4444. Energy's energy. If it resonates, it resonates. Yes. The art of transforming pain into purpose. This is where we're at. This is where it landed you. And now these people are stuck on the journey and this energy of I don't know which way to go. You know what's so interesting? These people act like they, if you're really in tune with the Four of Pentacles, they try to act like you weren't helping them. Some of these people secretly watch you, secretly learn from you, and then it's like when the divine literally like cut them off from you, they had a hard time like going through fake pages just to watch your social media, but not because they were stalking, because they're like, I want to know what's going on, right? I want to know what's going on in the collective. Or maybe watching your YouTube, but every time they try to watch it, it gets like there's a glitch or something happens. Like some of these people, the divine are blocking these people from your life so hard, like, nah, nope, figure it out on your own. And they're weirded out about it, right? Like they're like, why every time I try to go on this girl's YouTube, my phone zits or it dies or I can't hear it or something's happening, or it's because it's supposed to be that way. Cherish good people when you have them in your life. Don't wait till they were in your life to realize how much goodness they brought to your life. You don't get, if you pray for flowers and God gives you rain, well, go plant your seeds like that. And I feel like that's what happened. They prayed for a good person, a good friend. Maybe they lost someone in their life and God replaced you with them and they couldn't see that. But now that they take a step back, they see that. For instance, maybe somebody had a friend that passed away and then God brought you into their life and they didn't appreciate it. Instead of supporting the friendship, they did everything they can and now they're stuck without having that friend, but they knew that you would be that friend. Energy's energy. If it resonates. Sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Yeah, these people realize they're so busy in your yard that they didn't realize that theirs looks like shit. They're so busy looking at your yard and admiring you from the side that they didn't realize they got to deal with their own stuff. Sureness of the soil, unseed help support community. 2020 in the chat. So maybe some of you started this in 2020. Maybe you started going through a lot of stuff in 2020, but the divine's holding you. All right. So remember, faith, believing where your eyes can't see and your hands can't touch, but knowing wholeheartedly that what you want is there. Okay. Lineage of the rose, moved by the gods, here for this soul call gathering. Yeah, you're even getting connected to your soul family is what I hear. So many of you actually, so this was something, and oh my God, I'm feeling emotional. Woosah. This was something that many of your ancestors tried to overcome and they just couldn't, right? Maybe they didn't have the resources. Whatever this an energy entity that wants to kill, steal, and destroy your bloodline, it ran in your bloodline and your lineage until it ran into you. I know you didn't choose this, and I know it gets really hard, but you stop something so your kids' kids and your kids, and therefore moving forward, they don't have to deal with these things anymore. Like, I didn't choose this life chose me, right? So again, water signs are very significant right now. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. You did it. You did it. The buck stops here. All right. Rose without thorns. You have a right to joy, peace, sweetness of life. You did it for your family, for your children, for your lineage. This purity energy, not that your ancestors were never pure, but I feel like there's ancestors that would just, I just feel like controlling the emotions. Look at your ancestors crowning you. Wow. Initiation, threshold, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Ah, I feel so emotional right now because it's like your ancestors are crowning you for this job. Okay. Sub rosa, hidden in plain sight. You were hidden in plain sight right in front of these people's face. That's what God did. Isn't it Joseph in the Bible that God hid right in everyone's sight? Like, you were the mystique. You were the chosen one. You are the one. And you were sitting amongst people that didn't even know that. But now they know from the fruits of your labor, from your life 1010, that you're living a satisfying and rich life. They know now. It's not a secret. They know now. Right and hidden in plain sight. Okay, so this is very significant. I don't know if you guys, this is I forgot what they're called, but this is what she's doing on the card. Hidden in plain sight. Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. So maybe some of your ancestors, somebody by the name Sophia. You could have, oh, thank you. Somebody's ancestor was Sophia. Somebody's ancestor name was Rose. Top of the deck, the wild rose, do it your way, embrace your uniqueness, untamed. Ooh, this is, I just feel overwhelming emotions right now for this. Woo! Because you did it. It was hard, but you did it. And this is just your confirmation that you did the work, not only for yourself, but for your ancestors and your lineage. And the proof is in the pudding. Energy is energy. Some things in life you don't come back from. And completion, conflict, fight, disagreements. And some of these people know they can no longer come back in your life because of what they've done, how they treated you, the things they've said. And you literally healed from this without showing your hands. Like you know, they didn't think you'd be able to come from this, but you did. It's a victory. It's a victory. Okay. Forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man has a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave, you should also do too. So the divine's asking you to forgive these people for coming against you. Forgive them for their trespasses. Forgive them because you're moving on. You can't. The color purple is significant, and I'm even picking up the movie The Color Purple. I am emotional as hell right now. Like it just feels free, and that's what we started. It just feels like you're moving into a new space in your life, and the destroying of you is over. They tried, it didn't work. No matter how hard and how long they tried, it just, you are who you say you are. It's over. It's done. Energy's energy. It's almost pointless now. They found somebody else to come up against. It's almost pointless now. Moving forward. Okay, hard work, reliable. You got me like I got you. So now let's see, there's a number here, 111. So now the divine sending in you people that will have your back. Great health, the bag, just throw it in it. Inheritance. Okay, so again, there's that number 10. And loner, Leo energy. You may have became a loner, but you've understand and learned about yourself in that energy. And I feel like that Leo energy is you being strong on your own, knowing that you at some point in time in life you had no choice but to be strong on your own. Energy's energy. If it resonates now, you have choices and you have options. I love you guys so much. Okay, holding back, and now you're holding back from these people. I can't right now. 333 is a significant number. You're saying I can't right now. Maybe you don't answer, maybe you don't talk, maybe you don't engage, but you know better. You're holding back from these low vibrational entities from the beginning who wanted your life. So I love you guys so much. Happy Saturday. Friday is a significant day because I was going to say happy faithful Friday, and we know it's Saturday because there's no work today. So I love you guys so much. Happy successful Saturday. I'm going to upload some more content for you guys. Somebody told me to tell y'all to fast. So if you can fast, do some fasting with this full moon. Don't talk about it with anyone. Just putting it out there if you want to, yes, but fast from whatever you got to, food, social media, substances, whatever your choice. But remember, their purpose was to come, kill, steal, and destroy. And now you're living rich and a satisfying life. I think that Abort mission. I love you guys so much. 10 sends your confirmation number 111 and 333. Keep your head up in your heart, close God, and forgive people for trespassing you. Listen, forgiveness is for you, not them. So that's 313, significant number. So all the divine's asking you to do now moving forward is forgive the people that never apologize. Because you might not get that this lifetime. You might not, and that's okay, but you're free from this. You're free from toxicity. You're free from these low vibrations. They can't mess with you. They can't fuck with you no more. It's over. So I love you guys so much. Have a great Saturday. I'm going to post some more content. I might come back for a love. I'm getting guided to come back for a love message. Give me 10 minutes and I'll be back for y'all for a love message. I love you so much. Keep your head up in your heart, close God. Email me, sunshinegoddess333@gmail.com, and join our full moon ritual coming up soon. I love you so much. And I'll catch you guys on my midday mix or my next read, whatever comes first. Mwah.